It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins Offensive Player of the Year. He's been guided by his field vision all season and has seen his way to 5th in the league in rushing. It's the Dolphins and the Chiefs, and it's coming
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on in the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 32. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Throwing again, Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Reed now to kick this one away. It's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They're led out by a 2022 draftee out of North Carolina. He was taken in the 5th round, Sam Howell.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Amani Kanda now up the middle. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Before he gets much on the return. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Wright running out of the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down, Howell trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Short pass brought in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Howell from the gun. Hits him on the out route. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Howell, 1st and 10. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Tight end in motion left. Throw again. It's Howell. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And that passing touchdown he started his game off with, just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third and long for him here. Called in by Worthy. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs break the tie here in the first. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They send the tight end in motion left. To the air on 1st down. Howell. Called in left side. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now a run with right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. At the shotgun, Howell. Taken in by Smith. And he's taken down at the 30.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here's Wright on the carry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Running it with Wright. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout called on the field. So we've got a player shaken up and at the worst time.
Gee, big surprise. My entire fucking team's getting injured for the playoffs. Where's my fucking surprise look?
This is Wright. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 1 quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. To throw, Howell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he's one final strong week away from finishing as the NFL's leader in passing yards for this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Second and 6 coming up here. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Pressure coming from Mahomes. That one's cut along the left sideline. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The home team start out for another look on offense alongside QB Sam Howell. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can exceptional work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game at 21. Sanders all set to send it away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. A lot of grass ahead. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during the game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
That's caught for the 1st. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. To the air, Mahomes. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this is the first time he's been called on today. It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be Dolphins football. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Running once more with a Conda. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Again, it's a Conda. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins are on the move here. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Howell back to throw. Setting up the screen. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Howell out of the shotgun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Howell. He's got Smith. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Justin Reed with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun, here's Abani Conda. And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Aubrey puts it through. And they've taken back the lead.
It fed the kicker, man. That is a coach. Friend saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Kickoff taken at the 3. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Wright. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back,
goddamn timeout. I was spamming timeout.
It from going any further.
The clock just all of a sudden went down to nothing.
For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brock Purdy with a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. We just watched a fine first half from quarterback Sam Howell. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Completed over the middle. And that's Good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, Howell. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's Howell, 1st and 10. This finds Smith. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
A give to Wright. And he's brought down after a short gain. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They run again with Wright. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be first down, Miami. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Right again. Escapes a defender. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Justin Reed with the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes the play. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 3 now. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. Pass complete to Wiley. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Again, Mahomes to throw. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
Some Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delayed game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. All right, here we go. Second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. One of the tight ends motioning left. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be delay of game.
Delayed game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Here's Mahomes now. This one's caught. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. To the air on first down, Howell. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running behind center with Wright. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a give for Wright. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Defense showing blitz, Howell. Throwing the out route complete. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Wright running out of the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Play action here with Howell. Makes the catch and gets the feet in. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Howell from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. Now a run with Wright. Finds a big lane. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. First down, and they go right back to him. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Howell. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. Get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
That's not a call on the play sheet where you're expecting to get in space and win a foot race. You make that call to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one's a victory for the offense.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Throwing from near his own goal line. He'll get this one to Brown. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Taking a yard shy of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. 2nd down now, 7 to go. A give up the gut to Abanikanda. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Shotgun handoff to Abanikanda. Oh no, the ball is loose! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
3rd down, you could see he
may not
been
fumble
trying
that.
to
I think he
do
lost
too
that on the
much to
ground.
help
Let's
his
see.
side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down,
Yeah, he lost that on the
they're
ground,
off the
absolutely.
field completely.
That'll be reversed.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Abanikanda now up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Howell now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
It's a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Well, now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate, right? When you make a stop like that on 1st down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Back to the air, Mahomes. They did it! He made the interception! Ivan Pace has got it! And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th! He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Wright on the carry. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. roll out of the shotgun. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. All set up now for 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins down by only 1. They have themselves another 1st and 10. This is right. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. Running it with Wright. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins jump in front late. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get.
Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Here he is to throw. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Has a man. It's Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. They motion the tight end over. Completes this one to Rice. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Setting up to pass. Finds his man Rice. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Back to throw. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again, Mahomes. Wiley hauls it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And they end this season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.